In breaking news, we bring you an interview with a Jewish Christian refugee of the Kokba crisis. He is a young man called Joseph. For our viewers' convenience, we have dubbed the interview into English. Joseph, am I correct in stating that you are a Jewish Christian?
Yes, I am a Jewish Christian. A Nazarene. Many of us have fled the Bar Kokhba persecution. I am hiding in a cave with a few of my brethren.
We are nearly at the end of the 3.5 years of freedom declared by Kokhba. Can you describe what this period has been like for Jewish Christians?
Yes, we have been persecuted for 42 months. The prophet John told us Jesus' words. He who has an ear, let him hear. If anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword he will be killed. This calls for patient endurance and faithfulness on the part of the saints.
Can you tell us what happened?
Yes, we could not buy or sell anything unless we used Kokhba's coins. We refused because he saw himself as the Prince of Israel and the Messiah. Anyone caught with Roman coins was regarded as a traitor.
But by using Roman coins, are you not supporting Rome?
No, certainly not. Jesus said, "Render to Caesar what is his." So we return to Caesar his own image. But we are made in God's image. And so we must also render to God the glory that belongs to him alone. He is a jealous God, we will not give his glory to a false Messiah.
Did Kokhba regard you as traitors?
Yes, especially because our young men refused to be recruited to his war. Kokhba made his troops cut of their little finger as a show of loyalty. They carried his mark in their hand. His followers also wore the tefillin in the forehead and around their arm. Some of Akiva's Torah students even wore them in battle to show how fanatic they were about Torah. We refused to bear his mark in our hand or to use his coins to buy or sell. We called it the mark of the beast after John's prophecy.
Why did so many of the people believe his claim to be the Messiah?
Kokhba was a lamb. A false Messiah. He looked like a lamb but he spoke like a serpent. He had the authority and support of the rabbis and the priests. These were the two horns of the lamb. He also did many wonders and impressed the people.
Did he do miracles like Jesus?
No, but he deceived the people with fire from heaven.
What do you mean by fire from heaven?
He demonstrated to the people that it was the will of Hashem to rebuild the temple. We have discovered how he deceived the people. He built an altar for sacrifice and called fire down from heaven. The altar exploded into flames. He claimed that this was Hashem speaking. He said that Hashem had answered Elijah in the same way. But we know that he used naphtha to light the altar. In the past the Maccabees had used the same substance when they rededicated the altar.
Did Kokhba deceive the people? How did he fool them?
Yes, but the people were willing to be deceived. The Apostle Paul said, "Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs. And the man of lawlessness is revealed. The man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped. So that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God."
Did Kokhba sit in the temporary tabernacle that he erected?
Yes, he sat before the Torah ark like David sitting before the real Ark of the Covenant. He said that his name had the same value as Torah. He said he was the Prince of Israel, the Messiah. He made a coin that showed his star elevated above the temple.
Is Kokhba the Antichrist?
No, Kokhba is a type of the Antichrist. Like Nero before him. Both of these men persecuted Christians. Nero was acting on the advice of his mistress who was a Jewish convert. Nero represented abusive imperial power misused by the Jews to crucify Christ and persecute Christians. Kokhba represents abusive religious power, a false Messiah. The name of Nero and the name of Kokhba both carry the value of 6, 6, 6.
Your apocalypse refers to 6, 6, 6. Is Kokba the infamous 6, 6, 6?
Yes. His first name Shimon comes from the root word Shema. As in, here, Israel. Shema Yisrael. Akiva, following the Numbers prophecy, declared Koseba to be the son of a star. Kokba Shema is, here, son of a star. That phrase equals 6, 6, 6. He is the false Messiah, the deceiver.
Joseph, how do you refer to Bar Koseba? You obviously do not call him Bar Kokba.
We call him Simeon ben Kosib, son of Eli. A phrase that equals 6, 1, 6.
But you said Kokba is a type? Does that mean that another Antichrist will appear sometime in the future?
Yes, it is a repeat pattern. Kokba and his Babylonian, Parthian, Torah-keeping, temple-worshipping, false Messiah, persecuting beast, will shortly be consigned to the abyss again. However, the beast keeps emerging from the abyss. It is never truly dead until right at the end of time. The pattern is slightly different every time. Sorry, I hear someone coming. I have to hide.
We hope you enjoyed our video. Watch out for more releases. Check out our commentary on the Apocalypse and Daniel. They can be found at www.bibliareview.info.